ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो पंकजनाभाय नमो पंकजमालिने नमो पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्रीमद् भागवतम क्लास की जय। ओके, Canto 10, Chapter 89, Text 5. तथा कैलासमं अगमत स तं देवो महेश्वर परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भ्रातरां मुदा। तथा कैलासमं अगतं स तं देवो महेश्वर परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भ्रातरां मुदा। प्रभु जी बोल सकते हैं? कैन स्टार्ट। तथा कैलासमं गतं तं देवो महेश्वरं परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भ्रातरां मुदा। तथा कैलासमं गमनस्थ तं देवो महेश्वर परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भ्रातरां मुदा। तथा कैलासमागमत् तथा देवो महेश्वरा परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भातरं दा माताजी's ता कैलासमागमत् तथा देवो महेश्वरा परिर्बन्धु समारेभ उत्थाय भातरां मुदा तथा then Kailasam, the Mount Kailash, Agamata went, Saha, he, Bhrigu, Tama, him, Deva Maheshwara, Lord Shiva, Parir Bandhum, to embrace, Samarebha, attempted, Utthaya, standing up, Bhataram, his brother, Muda, with pleasure. Translation by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Bhrigu then went to Mount Kailasha. The Lord Shiva stood up and happily came forward to embrace his brother, puppet. In the Vedic civilization, it is considered very important to properly greet one's family members, especially when one has not seen them for a very long time. A worthy son should show respect to his father. A younger brother should honor his older brother, and the older brother should show affection to his younger brother in turn. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshura Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantik Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanja Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Saji Savadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sai Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhavit He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'd like to thank all the seniors who are sitting over here and the management for allowing me to give this class over here. And we should understand one thing, that we are not qualified, but still we come in the Guru Parampara system of mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are not at all qualified. And, you know, Prabhupada has done such a great thing, that we do not understand so fortunate we are that we are sitting here in the Bhagavatam class. It's very rare. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatate siddhe yatatam api siddhanam kaschit mam veti tattvata. Very rare to come in association with the devotees and discuss Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam is like the sun which is there to guide everybody. And most important thing, you know what Srila Prabhupada had done? There are Sambandha Gyan, there is, Abhideya and Prayojana. Three things in the spiritual life. Sambandha Gyan, everybody can tell. You are the soul, you are not the body. Prayojana also many will speak. That love of the Godhead is everything. But what is Abhideya? A process. Srila Prabhupada gave a process where every day we sit down and discuss Bhagavatam.
Discuss Bhagavatam. Because that is the real food for our soul. Without that, we cannot be nurtured. We cannot nurture. So sitting over here, and the main purpose of Bhagavatam, in the nectar of instruction, the second, third and the fourth verse, please repeat with me. Ati ahara prayasascha prajalpa niyamagraho janasangasya lolyam shadbhir bhakti vinashyati. Then the third shloka, utsaha nishchaya dhairya tat karma pravartanat sangatyaga saturvitti shadbhir bhakti prasidyati dadati pratigrinati goyam akhyam prichhati bhunjate bhojate chaiva shadbhir bhakti priti lakshanam. This is called as priti lakshanam. Shadvidha priti lakshanam. So the purpose of Bhagavatam, that at the end of the class, when you get up, these are the three things that we should achieve. And every day, when we sit over here, something or other we get out of these things. So that's why we first thank to Srila Prabhupada, thank to our Guru Parampara, that such a beautiful arrangement has been given, that every day we try to go one step ahead in the spiritual life. As far as today's shloka is concerned, we know this entire story, that Bhrigu Muni going and testing, because all the brahmanas, and they had a confusion. Who is the greatest? But actually this entire Leela was arranged by Lord himself. It is said in the 12th shloka, where Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that it was a transcendental arrangement of the Lord, where Bhrigu Muni was used to take, this Leela part. And what is the ultimate purpose of this Leela? To prove the supremacy, that Lord Krishna is supreme. Lord Vishnu is supreme. That is the main purpose of this Leela. As we know, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tattvata tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mam iti Arjuna. So, when we sit down in a Bhagavatam class, the story has some divya tattvas. And that tattva we have to inculcate in our life, into day-to-day life. So basically, if you summarize this entire class, this Leela, there are main tattvas. The first tattva that is Bhagavan tattva. Which tattva? Because there is a lot of confusion. The second tattva is the mood of Bhagavata. Second tattva is, what is the mood of a Mahabhagavat? Shivaji is Mahabhagavat. Brahmaji is the supreme, right? He is a Acharya, Adi Acharya. Why did he behave like that? Why did Shivaji behave like that? We have to understand the mood of Shivaji, of Brahmaji. Why did? That is the second tattva. The third tattva is the qualities of the Lord are reflected in this Leela. Qualities of, and the same qualities Lord accepts that when devotee comes over there, they should have in the Goloka. Another quality, Lord is tested in Vaikuntha. He is sitting down with mother. You see, normally mother is sitting at the feet of the Lord. But here in this Leela, we see that Lord is taking rest on the lap of Mother Lakshmi ji in the private place. And in that place, Bhrigu Maharaj is coming and hitting on the chest. आप अगर सो रहे होगे और कोई आके आपको लात मार देवे, आपका क्या हाल होगा? How will you behave? आप तो तांडव हो जाएगा, शिव जी बन। So, this is, you have to understand, extreme level of test was done for the Lord. Lord had been blasphemed in Dwarka Leela for Samyantak Madi. अपने ही लोग ने उनका ब्लेम, लांछन लगाया कि आपने चोरी किया। क्या? Samyantak Madi. So, if Lord is tested, then we devotees will be also tested very nicely. Don't worry. And when we are tested, how we have to behave. Every day that there will be test. And the last tattva of this Leela is Bhagavan can tolerate his offenses, but he cannot tolerate the offenses of the devotees. And in the other side, devotees can tolerate a lot of offenses on themselves, but they cannot tolerate the offense of the Lord. So this is the tattva of this entire Leela. So we'll try to understand through the tattva point that the Bhagavana tattva. First is Bhagavan tattva. So in the Bhagavana tattva, see, there is a lot of confusion throughout the world. Lot of confusion. And why that confusion is there? Because of the modes of material nature. In this material world, we all are divided into Tamogun, Rajogun and Satogun. So it is clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad-gita. Those who are Tamogun, they will worship Bhuta Pretas. They will worship Bhuta Pretas. Those who are Rajogun, they will worship some powerful personalities. But those who are in Sattva-gun, they will worship the the demigods are mentioned in the Bhagavad-gita. And those who are in the Shuddha Sattva-gun, they will worship Lord Krishna. So accepting Lord Krishna as supreme is very difficult for many people. And Lord tells in the Bhagavad-gita, Manushyanam sahasreshu, kaschid yatate siddhahe, yatatam api siddhanam, kaschid mam veti tattvata. Very few people will try to understand. Very few. Oh, fortunate soul. But this Leela in the Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad-gita, Arjuna is saying, Param Dhama, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Shashvashan Divyam. He tells that I accept you. I accept you as a supreme personality of God. But still, show me the Virat Rupa. Lord said, Pitahamasya Jagato, Mata Dhata Pitamaha, Vedyam Pavitram Omkara, Riksam Yajurevacha, Gati Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasa, Sharanam Suhita, Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam, Nidhanam Bij Avyayam. He said all these things. And then Arjuna is saying, okay, I accept. But please show me your Virat Rupa. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, very nice. Arjuna doesn't want to see the Virat Rupa, but he is playing a role for future generations. What? In the purport, Srila Prabhupada very nicely writes this thing. Why? Because in future, many people will be coming and telling that I am God. What? I am God. So, bhai, aap Bhagavan hai, to Virat Roop batao. Please show your Virat Roop. So, for that reason, this Leela of showing the Virat Rupa was done. In our Shastras, Lord Prabhupada never ever compromised. Never ever. On Bhagavan Tattva. When the name of ISKCON was to be kept, we know many people wanted, to keep International Society for God Consciousness. They never wanted to keep Krishna consciousness. But Srila Prabhupada says, God means Krishna. God means he never compromised. And, that's why everywhere, when we, see, before coming to ISKCON, we never knew that Lord Krishna is the supreme. It is only when we came in connect with Bhagavad-gita and Bhagavatam and the devotee circle. And after coming in Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-gita and then telling that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is supreme. Sometimes new people get, अरे बाप रे, पहला तो भगवान को accept करना, it is difficult. Now, आप बोल रहे नहीं, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is different. That tattva is different. So this Bhagavan tattva is very, very nicely in our Guru Parampara is mentioned. That eteche anshakala punsam Krishna stu Bhagavan swayam. That Krishna is supreme. There is nobody supreme. And that's why to prove all these leelas, Shivaji. Now we come to the mood of a Mahabhagavat. Mood of a Mahabhagavat. Didn't, as said by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in the further shloka, that this leela was arranged by the Lord. So didn't Brahmaji or Shivji, who are Trikaldarshi, the most powerful persons, they didn't knew that this leela is going, because there are pragat and apragat leela of Lord. Some leelas which are going to be manifested and are to be revealed to the people, they definitely know. They definitely know. What are the leelas the Lord wants? So, the mood of a Mahabhagavat, like in, is to align with the mood of the Lord. Align with the mood of the Lord and try to understand. And for that, by aligning, if he has to face defame, he has to suffer some consequences, he has to, have problems, he will take that problem. In the Leela of Mohini Leela, if you understand the Mohini Leela, everything was finished. But Shivaji wanted to see the Mohini Leela. Why? And अकेले में भी नहीं गए शिवजी. शिवजी went पूरा परिवार के साथ. Kartikeya, Ganesh ji, Parvati Mata sitting side by, and all the Bhutaganas. All the Bhutaganas are there, and with them Shivji is going to see what? Mohini Rupa. You see that chapter, very nice chapter. Didn't Shivji knew, or didn't Shivji had seen the Mohini Rupa when he had taken? He had seen. Shivji is not ordinary. But why? The only reason to show two things in that Leela. That I am not supreme, Lord Krishna is supreme. Another thing, that the Maya of the Lord is very, very powerful. Maya of the Lord is very powerful. And I can also come under him. So that, to prove this Leela, not to himself, but to the entire Shiva Samaj. Parvati Mata is standing. And Lord is running behind, Mohini Avatar. And Parvati Mata is saying, what is this? Shivji is running here and there. He's getting attracted to the Mohini Rupa. Very beautiful Mohini Rupa. And ultimately, the semen fell down of Shivji. And that became the gold in throughout the world, it is said, of Shivji. And after that, Lord gave a blessing. From today onwards, my Maya will not affect you. So to prove, see, कुछ चीज रहती है आपस में. Why did Shivji use? Because he's a Mahabhagavat. He's a Mahabhagavat. He became, Lakshmi ji didn't enter Vrindavan. Why? Because she didn't wanted to leave the dress or the opulence and match with the gopis. And even today it is said, she is doing the tapasya in the Belwan. Even today, if you go. But, see the Shivji. Shivji, if he wanted to enter the Leela, he became Gopeshwar Mahadev. He became a gopi. He became a gopi. Right? Why? Because I have to align with the mood of the Lord. I have no problem in becoming a Stri. That the same thing happened with Naradji. He also became Naradi Gopi in the Kusum Leela, Kusum Sarovar Leela. So the mood of the Mahabhagavats is always to align with the mood of the Lord. Huh? Like in Ramayana we know, when Lord Ramachandra is running here and there, and like a madman, what is running? Normal, it is said in the purport, normal आदमी भी इतना पागल नहीं होगा अपनी पत्नी के पीछे, उतना भगवान is showing the madness for the Sita Mata. And Parvati Mata and Shivaji are coming from up, and Parvati Mata gets confused. अरे आप तो कभी इतने पागल नहीं होते. So much he is showing he can't be the Lord, because Shivaji is pressing both hands and say, hey Bhagavan, आपकी माया कितनी प्रबल है. How great is your Maya? And Shivaji, Mata has some doubt. What he has? About the supremacy of the Lord. And what happens? She comes down. Shivaji says, no, don't go. But then Shivaji stands at one place and tells, I'll go and check it out. Mata Parvati. Then what happens? Sati Devi, sorry, Sati Devi. I have requested Prabhuji to be in the class to correct me. And this class has been discussed by Prabhuji only in advance. Okay. So, Sati Devi is coming, and then she is taking the form of what? Mother Sita. Ramachandra is running here and there. Oh, he's crying, he's asking the trees, he's asking everybody. And immediately he sees Mother Sati in the form of Sita. He stops, halts over there. Drama ban kiya, matlab leela ban kiya Bhagwan. He's seeing up and down and left and right and everybody, and asking, where is, Shivaji? Where is Shivaji? You are Sati. How can you alone roam in the forest? Mata is getting confused whether I am Sati or Sita. And she is seeing herself. And then she is closing her, no. And she is closing and seeing that Sita, Ram, Lakshmana is there. Lord tried to reveal the actual part. Because we know Sita Devi was kept with fire god before the Leela. Sita Devi is so powerful that one slap, Ravana wahi khatam ho jata. Yeah, even touching the Ravana, that entire Leela would have been finished. Because we know that the bow, though Dhanush uthaya tha Mata Sita ne, left hand se uthaya tha, which was not able to lift by anybody. Ek lafa mara hota na Ravana ko wahi khatam ho gaya hota. That was the power of Mother Sita. But the play had to go on, and the Leela had to go on. That's why Maya Sita was created. What? So, Mother Parvati is seeing whom? That Sita Ram Lakshman is everywhere. And then, she's closing the eyes. And then Lord turns back and says, hey Sita, hey Sita, hey Sita. Mother goes to Shivaji and tells Shivji. Shivji says, what did you do? And she says, no, I accept this is supreme. What is he? He's the supreme personality. What did you do? Well, then, no, I have not done anything. She lies. And Shivji sees through the dhyana that she had taken the form of Mother Sita. And it is said that that was one of the reasons she had to leave the body in the fire. So, this mood of a Mahabhagavat is always, we see in the case of Bhishma Pitama. He had to play a role opposite side of Lord. He is a Mahabhagavat. We know, 12 Mahajanon mein, he is Mahabhagavat. When Draupadi Vastraharan was happening, he was sitting there. Why didn't he stop? Because he understands the mood of Lord, the Leela of Lord. That in future, he wants to clean everybody of all these adharmis. And this will become one of the main incidents. He understood. And that's why he kept silent. And for that, many times people say, Bhishma Pitama kyun silence rahe? But, as I told you, Mahabhagavat will take the blame for the sake of aligning with the mood of the Lord. Here also, Shivaji is trying to, do this just to show the supremacy of Lord. That I am not supreme, He is supreme. Shivji, if we go on speaking about Shivji, there is a lot to speak about Shivji. Brahmaji says, Shiram yatha dadi vikara vishesha yoga. Sanjayate enhati prathakasti hetu. Yah shambhutam apithim samhita karyad. Govindam adi purusham tamham bhajam. Shivji clearly, there is no difference. We know that between curd and milk. But if the milk becomes curd, the curd cannot become milk. Many things are there. Rudra Geet. We know in the Shivji, Rudra Geet happens. Prachetas. He comes and sings entire glories of the Lord. In the Rudra Geet, Shivji says one thing. That who are very dear to me. Lord Krishna's devotees are very, very dear. And they are very dear to me. That is the statement. And in the Vritrasur Leela, where Vritrasur, that Chitraketu Maharaj comes and he is trying to say, Shivji is very shant, but the mother gets offended and curse him. After that, how glorious the devotees of the Lord are there, Shivji is saying. In that, one thing Lord says, Shivji says, that, the meditation I am doing, on whom I am doing the meditation? I am doing the meditation of this Lord, whom He is doing. Matlab, Bhagavan ka main meditation karta hu, because He is my heart, and He is the devotee of that person. And that's why He could tolerate everything. Now, we will go to the qualities of the Lord that are reflected in this Leela. Tolerance. बोलना तो अच्छा लगता है, tolerate करो, tolerate करो, tolerate करो. But we know it is very difficult to tolerate. And situations comes, your, actual swarupa, it is said, ये बिल्ली है ना, बिल्ली बहुत शांत रहती है, लेकिन जब तक चूहा सामने से नहीं गयाएगा ना, तब तक उसका असली स्वरूप नहीं मालूम पड़ता. You cannot understand. Lord clearly shows that, not only tolerance, but how in the situation where you get squeezed completely, how you should behave. In Vaikuntha, if you want to enter, that type of qualities are required. Lord clearly says, who is very dear to me in the Bhagavad-gita 12th chapter, 12:13. Please recite behind. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha nirmama nirahankara sama dukkha sukha shami santushta satatam yogi yadatma dradhanishchaya mayi arpita mano buddhi Yomad bhakta same priya. Qualities of a devotee is mentioned. Adveshta. First quality of a devotee. Not having enviousness. Very difficult. Very difficult. Bhagavad-gita also says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shito ushnu sukha dukkhada. And then, Bhagavatam also says in the qualities of Hamare Kapila Bhagavan. What he says? Titikshava, Karunuka, Suruhidam, Sarvadehinam, Ajata Shatru Shanta, Sadhu Sadhava Bhushana. Sadhu Sadhava Bhushana. These are the qualities. The first, everywhere it comes Titikshava. But one thing I'll tell you, अप्लाई करने में ना बहुत डिफिकल्टी आता है, स्पेशली तितिक्षवा. और अपना ही आदमी जब मारता है ना या बोलता है ना, it's very difficult. Plus, one I'm trying to say, there's all, from shlok number 13 to 20, Lord explains all the qualities a devotee should have, which are very, very dear to me. I'll tell you Dhruv Maharaj's story. Dhruv Maharaj could not tolerate the moment her mother, did the stepmother, that if you want to sit on the lap of the father, you should come and take birth in my womb. And since just Kshatriya blood was running in Dhruv Maharaj, what happened? He could not tolerate at all. He was lamenting. और एक ध्रुव महाराज की लीला से मालूम पड़ता है, when you are too materially attached to mata, मतलब the wife, then always problem will happen. If the devotee is not there, devotee house is not there, it is said the first year is like Chandramukhi, family life. क्या है? Second year से ना effect चालू हो जाता है. It becomes Surajmukhi. What? But the third year is the excellent for them. It is called Jwalamukhi. Then it becomes Jwalamukhi. Experience. It is only a devotee, somehow or other. We have learned one thing in family life. अगर आपको शांति बनाए रखना है ना, तो योगा का एक एक्सरसाइज लर्न कर लो. नेक एक्सरसाइज. कौन से बोलते? योगा में नेक एक्सरसाइज रहता है, मालूम है? नेक एक्सरसाइज. हाँ. वॉट एवर शी सेज, क्या बोलना? हाँ. थिंग्स विल बी ओके. नहीं तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. So here, because he was attached to the wife so much that he didn't stop over there. Dhruv Maharaj felt very insulted. अपने ही लोग से insult मिला. The same situation will be in the temple also, in the bhakti circle also. And he could not tolerate. He went running to whom? Mother. And mother, she was also in distress. See, only child. देखो, I'll tell you, being a father, mother, we know, बच्चे को कुछ होता है ना, तो दिमाग खराब हो जाता है. Everything side में. It is natural. It is very natural. But see the mood of mother, Suniti, and her name is Suruchi. We are connecting this thing about the tolerance, because day to day, many situations. See, one thing we have to understand, every day, like Lord is telling, उनका भी टेस्ट हुआ, devotees का every day टेस्ट होगा, whether you have that qualities. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, शादी में 36 गुण मिलाते हैं. Astrologers try to match the 36 qualities before marriage. बोलते 50% होगा ना तो चलेगा, उससे कम होगा तो रोज झगड़े करते रहेंगे. नॉर्मली जैसे तो भक्ति में इट इज सेड दैट ये 36 गुण आप में है और उसमें 35 गुण है आपके पास. कितने? यू डू नॉट हैव वन क्वालिटी. आपको वहां एंट्री नहीं मिलेगा. कहां पे? गोलोक. You will not get the entry to go back to the spiritual world unless and until you cultivate over here amongst the devotee. एक क्वालिटी भी नहीं है आपके में, आपके बाकी सब क्वालिटी है. You have to stay over here and cultivate. वहां का कटआउट मार्क्स कितना मालूम है? 100%. एंट्री मार्क्स 99.9% भी नहीं in the spiritual world. You have to be very careful. Cutout mark. So this incidents, that every day some incidents will happen with you. And offenses are done BMW way. मैं कल में सुना BMW क्या है भाई? The body, mind and words. जो हम ऑफेंस करते हैं वो शरीर से, मन से और वाचा से. So, you will be tested. Like Lord is tested, you will be definitely tested. Dhruv Maharaj is tested. He could not tolerate. He went to the mother. If the mother had not been Mahabhagavat, मदर अगर महाभागवत नहीं होती तो सीक्वेंस क्या होता मैं आपको बताता हूं. If she was a tamasi, what was? If you go in such situation to a tamasi devotee or tamasi person, आज तो वो रहेगी या मैं रहूंगा. I will finish off. सब बर्बाद कर दूंगा. That is the mood of solving the problem of a tamasi. If it is a rajasi person and you are going to take shelter of such a rajasi person, क्या करेगा वो? आज तो कोर्ट केस करेगा. मेरे पूरे खानदान को बुलाऊंगा, मेरे माँ बाप बच्चों, आज तो 50-50 करेंगे हम. How can she, how can she do that? I am the biggest. I also have right. मेरा हक बनता है. This is a rajasi way of solving the problem. Where you go, court case. Sattvic way of problem is you tolerate. But we see in this Leela, when the problem came to Dhruv Maharaj, he was very fortunate that he had Mahabhagavat shelter. So once when Dhruv Maharaj came over there, mother crying, lamenting, she is saying, don't think bad, ill for others. The first statement she says, don't think bad or ill for others, because those who think ill, they themselves will suffer. First statement of Mother Suniti. Second statement, she is not blaming Suruchi, but she is blaming herself. How unfortunate, my bhagyas are there. She is not at all trying to, because she is a Mahabhagavat, she is saying the way how the problems have to be dealt with. How the problems when come, how it has to be dealt with. She is saying it is our problem, it is my bhagya, that even though I am the first wife, I never got the position. My bhagya. Third thing she says, please take the good part of what she said. Who? Suruchi. She has told that please go and take the shelter. She is right. She is completely right. Because unless and until one doesn't take the shelter of the Lord, the problems will not solve. So understand the mood of Suniti. How she is solving the problem. As I told you, if she had not a Mahabhagavat, सब आर पार हो गया होता. So when you also in a problem, you decide which shelter you have to take, because problem will come. Definitely problem will come. Testing will happen by BMW. What? By body, mind, and because Lord also wants to check na. Maya Devi, see, Maya Devi's karma is very, she will check ये पीतल है कि सोना है. अगर सोना है तो जितना इसको गरम करेंगे उसकी impurity निकल जाएगा. I heard in one lecture very nicely why the material people are suffering. It is definitely because of their karmas. Why new devotees suffer when they have taken the shelter? It is said Lord wants to purify him. Because that disease that we have to become CEO, controller, enjoyer, operator, that Lord wants to clear inside you. Third, why do sannyasis, great people, suffer? So that they can be glorified in future. Srila Prabhupada. Could not Lord arrange one plane ticket or a ticket? Why he was sent in the ship? No money. Why? Because by putting them, we every day in the morning, amongst our group, we have a Zoom group, every day in the morning. We study one shloka of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gita, and Leela Amrita is going on. So in the Leela Amrita, You know, one quality of Srila Prabhupada, very nice quality, is mentioned, that he was always listening whenever he come in contact with Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj is like a lion. You know? And Prabhupada never ever questioned. He always used to silently listen. And no question, but only he had one question. How can I serve you? That was the mood. But when, you know, he was a grahastha. So he had a plan. Why should I become a beggar and go and do begging? I will earn a lot. I'll do a nice business. Because in my Parmistry, it is said that I am going to become a richest person. I am going to become a richest person. So he started doing business. But Krishna had his own plan. See, we see our present and we try to plan future. Right? But Krishna sees our future. And then he tries today's situation with the devotees. That is the difference between Krishna. Lord wanted not to become, ye chota mota, businessman mat bano aap. Big businessman. You have to become big businessman. Srila Prabhupada, that's why in the business what he started as a pharmaceutical business with the, Bengal Chemicals had an offer, very nice offer, which Srila Prabhupada says, I regret I didn't take up. He had started the boss business, agencies in the boss. But Krishna had a very beautiful plan. जितना माल लेके जाता था सब उधारी में दिया कृष्ण 10,000 rupees का बिल बन गया that time 10,000 rupees is a lot money that time चाराना आठाना एक पैसा आना चलता था एक आना चाराना that time 10,000 rupees and Krishna had arranged a manager in that boss company which was anti to Prabhupada and he was सेठ को हमेशा चढ़ाते रहते थे अरे he is not a nice person. इतना ये कर दिया. The boss was very favorable. But, seeing that so much udhari, he himself went to Prayagraj. And then the people, the boss, the doctor which had connected with, he told that he's a very nice person. But what to do? जिसको भी पैसा का माल दिया, सब उधार, सब पैसा ही नहीं दे रहे. That time we were thinking, what is happening? But it is Krishna's plan. 3 times Lord, Prabhupada does this thing. 3 times to revive his business. One time in Bombay he came, one time in Calcutta. But all time Krishna had a super plan. Thoda बढ़ाएंगे, he was completely break out. आखिर उनको संन्यास लेना पड़ा. So the greatest people are glorified. They are put in the trouble so that in future they can be. Bali Maharaj, what to speak about Bali Maharaj? When he was giving, that time Guru is coming and telling and revealing him everything. That he is not, he is Lord. And he is not come for himself, he is come for your enemy. He is instigating him. And even though you give away, you will not be able to give everything. You will not be able to give everything. Only in 2 legs, everything will be filled. Everything is revealed. How nicely Bali Maharaj, replies. And that is a Vaishnava. On the other case, we see Asura, Kansa. He is doing the seva. Of whose? Devaki mother. Devatas are getting afraid. Because one thing, Devatas and everybody knows. Lord has a very soft heart. When somebody, असुरा अगर कोई भक्त के सेवा में लग गया तो भगवान उसको माफ कर देते. क्या कर देते? He is a very soft heart. अगर आप कोई वैष्णव के चरण में आ गए और उनकी सेवा में लगे, आपके सब पाप क्या हो जाएंगे? माफ. So that Devatas know, and Devatas also knew one thing. जब तक, if he's become a devotee, then he will like Bali Maharaj. He was told everything, revealed everything. But then also, he gave up everything. He gave up everything. But here, as soon as the things were revealed, as I told you, na billi ko jab tak uska asli चूहा नहीं दिखता है तब तक उसका. So soon the Akashvani came, and what happened? the 8th son of Devaki, he came to his actual Swarupa of Asura. Actual Swarupa of Asura. So Mahabhagavat, they, whatever they are tested, how much they are tested, they will never ever blame the Lord. They will never ever blame the Lord. Another thing, that main thing is, we see here in this Leela, that Mata Lakshmi Devi is very upset. Lakshmi Devi is, and ultimately it is said that the Brahmanas के उधर कभी भी पैसा रहता नहीं. So I was discussing with Prabhuji yesterday, and I was telling, ये श्राप क्यों लगा उसको? Prabhuji, it is not श्राप, it is a vardhan for Brahmanas. Because just now we have read the chapter why Krishna's devotees are very poor and Shivji's devotees are very great. Because we, Lord wants not the devotees should actually, who are serving, they get entangled into sense gratification. And money is the biggest reason for getting engaged in sense gratification. So, he got that punishment. We say like that. She could not tolerate. But Lord tolerated very nicely. He gets up and asks forgiveness and tells him to sit, wash the feet. And in the purport it is written that he says, oh, my heart is so hard, your legs are so soft. Seeing this, the tears start rolling down from Bhrigu Maharaj. Rolling, his throat get choked in that bhava. How merciful is Lord. That is the mood of the Lord. And that is what Lord, yesterday when you were learning about Haridas Thakur, how nicely, beaten. But then also, never ever complained. Ulta, that person was, if you don't die, we will be made to die. Acha, then he goes in Samadhi and does this thing. So that is the mood of a Mahabhagavata. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Another thing, we know Bhakta also will tolerate the aparadha. But Bhagavan will not tolerate. In case of Dhruv Maharaj, the son had to die. Uska bachche ko, he had to die. Another case, in Prahlad Maharaj, he tolerated everyone. But Lord, coming out from the pillar, it is said to fulfill the words of Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, he came out of the pillar and to protect. It is said that Lord, Paritrana sadhunam. The worst reason for Lord appearance is Paritrana, not destruction. Destruction तो virus, COVID में भेज के भी बहुत जन को साफ कर देंगे. Nuclear bomb डाल के, यार, he will clear it of everything. We have to understand that thing. So, Lord doesn't tolerate. अगर आप tolerate कर रहे हो, it is not your weakness. देखो यहाँ पे जो भी होता है ना, राधा रास बिहारी बैठे हुए, और यहाँ पे जो भी कुछ होता है ना, उनको पक्का मालूम है. ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ नहीं मालूम उनको. तो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, अरे ऐसा कैसा होता है? But there is some reason. There is some reason. And that's why we have to see from the problem from the Lord's side, not from our vision. Then you will be happy. अगर उनको प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मेरे को क्या प्रॉब्लम? उनको एडजस्टमेंट करना है तो ठीक है, हमको क्या, हमको तो हमारा सेवा करना है. That is the mood of a devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So, thank you very much. We discussed about the 5 tattvas, Bhagavan tattva, mood of Mahabhagavata.
qualities of the Lord and what is the qualities that the devotees should have in their life to go back to spiritual world. And when Lord is tested, devotees also tested how they should take a shelter of a Mahabhagavat in the case of a problem. Otherwise, tamasi devotees, rajasi devotees, or sattvic devotees bhi milenge aapko. And they will try to give you that type of guidance. So go to a person who can help you in the problem solving things. And last, don't worry. If there is some aparadha, Lord will not forgive. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Any comments or any questions?
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Acha hai. Oh, actually, Prabhupada says that Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, they are Gunavataras. But Brahmaji and Lord Shiva, Brahmaji is tinged with little passion. Then Lord Shiva is tinged with little bit of ignorance.
Yes.
But Lord Vishnu is always in
pure goodness.
Pure goodness. So that is why these two personalities are affected. But
Lord is not affected.
Yeah. Lord is not affected. That
yes.
is that is why Srila Prabhupada says we should never worship demigods.
Kame sthiti riti jnana prapadyanti anya devata tam niyamasta prakrityani.
Sometimes devotees also they get this idea that they say that Lord Shiva is Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu,
Yes.
the greatest Vaishnava. Why cannot we worship and all that? But we should not worship because Srila Prabhupada never worshipped. We follow the Acharya.
We respect everything. We have to respect everything.
In Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, Prabhupada writes
Yes.
that one should not disrespect demigods.
Disrespect. We should
But
respect.
we don't worship.
Yes. We respect everybody. Yeah. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you. Any other? हनुमान प्रभु, हमारे तमाल कृष्ण प्रभु, प्रभु जी कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? तमाल कृष्ण प्रभु। नहीं कुछ नहीं बोलना, आप ही बोलना।
हरे कृष्णा। भक्तों के जीवन में जो कुछ भी होता है वो प्रभु की इच्छा से होता है। जैसे ध्रुव महाराज के बारे में जो हुआ, उनके माँ ने उनके साथ अच्छा व्यवहार नहीं किया, ये भी प्रभु की इच्छा से ही हुआ। एवरीथिंग फॉर बेटरमेंट, जो होता है अच्छा के लिए होता है। तो वो पहले अगर उनको प्यार मिलता माता पिता का, यही रहते, प्रभु का दर्शन पता नहीं कब होता। तथापि उनको उन्होंने प्रताड़ित किया और वे जंगल वन चले गए और उन्होंने तपस्या किया और बाद में नारद ऋषि उनको मिले, उन्होंने मार्गदर्शन दिए और उनको 6 महीने के अंदर ही प्रभु का साक्षात दर्शन हुआ। तो जो कुछ होता है प्रभु की कृपा।
अगर उसकी माँ भक्त नहीं होती,
हाँ,
इसीलिए तो जब ध्रुव महाराज गए वैकुंठ, उसके पहले उनकी माँ गई।
हाँ जी। तो ये विशेष कृपा है प्रभु की कि हर समय प्रभु अपने भक्तों की रक्षा करते हैं। हरे कृष्ण।
किसी का कोई प्रश्न है? हाँ प्रभु, हमारे पास टाइम है ना प्रभु के? हाँ टाइम है 9 बजे। हाँ बोलिए प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class you gave. And you mentioned 5 tattvas. Also you mentioned that Krishna also says in Bhagavad-gita that we have to understand everything through tattva. Manushyanam sahasra shukashija. So my question is, how should I understand everything through tattva, and how should I avoid ending up doing mental speculation?
Please take a shelter of somebody senior. Better. Unless and until we do not take a shelter and take the guidance, who is mature and who is very long in this movement and who has a reputation, try to go to them and try to take the guidance. It will help you a lot. Like Dhruv Maharaj. I told you, she went to Mahabhagavat. If she had not gone, I think so things would have changed. अगर वो महाभागवत नहीं होती तो क्या होता? महाभारत होता. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful class. I just had a question. Like Prabhuji said that we never worship, devotees never worship the demigods, and it is because
Respect.
we follow.
We have to respect.
Yes.
We have to respect.
You have to
every time.
respect. So, like in the Daksh Prajapati case, he was like always worshipping the Lord Vishnu,
Brahma
and Vishnu, I think both. But he was always against Shivji.
Yeah.
So, and he never wanted to put Shivji in the worshipping.
जमाई था ना, you know, it
जमाई
is
था.
very, very, very difficult, you know, अपने आदमी को, you know, अपने घर में अपने आदमी को स्थान देना ना. Friends are very near, but that the same friend becomes enemy ना, they becomes worst enemy. घर में पति पत्नी अच्छे तो अच्छे, लेकिन अगर झगड़े वाले हो गए ना, तो भूचाल हो जाता है घर के अंदर. हाँ, वही पत्नी कितना ओपन कर देती है पति को और पति कितना ओपन कर देता है. घर का है ना बहुत ईगो आ जाता है कि व्हाट कम्स इन द हाउस मैटर कम्स ईगो. एंड दैट हैपेंड विद दक्ष प्रजापति. मेरा जमाई है, यू शुड वर्शिप मी.
So when we go out for the Sankirtan and do book distribution, when we meet different types of people, so we try to establish that Krishna is supreme. And when somebody says like, don't you respect Shivji ने ये किया वो किया, तो वहाँ पे question मतलब वहाँ पे
we have to tell them Shivji is Maha. Bhagavata says Maha. What he is doing every time when he is in the meditation, he is always chanting Lord Ram's name. Why is chanting the Ram name? Then we have to give this Rama story to prove that thing. There are many things which by that, on the basis of the Shastra, we can prove. But we do not have to say, Lord Krishna also says in the Bhagavad-gita, Shraddha, उसकी जो श्रद्धा है ना, उसको मत तोड़ो. Try to deviate. Very good. हम भी पहले शिव भक्त थे, हम भी देवी भक्त थे, और उनके ही आशीर्वाद से हम कृष्ण भक्त बने. That is the mood you tell them, but don't break their faith. You know, that is in 3rd chapter, 1 shloka is there in Bhagavad-gita, that those who are materialistic, you know, don't try to create disturbance in their buddhi, but try to divert them in such a way, engage them in such a way that they connected. अरे आप आओ ना, कीर्तन करो, प्रसाद खाओ, दर्शन करो, बस और कुछ मत करो. आप आइए, आप में कितनी श्रद्धा है. कनेक्ट देम टू कृष्ण, कनेक्ट देम टू प्रसाद. अरे गोविंदा प्रसाद है, बढ़िया है. Connect him to the darshan of the Lord. The rest Krishna will take care.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we can wind up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. If anything, something wrong, please forgive me, because what is heard, I am speaking, I do not apply for myself. I specifically come over here कि मेरा प्योरिटी बढ़ जाए बस. आपका भला हो नहीं भला हो छोड़ो, मेरा भला हो जाएगा. That is my mood. I come to serve. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Jai.